Well, there are actually a few variations of the legend of the phoenix, and there's one that talks of rebirth. The phoenix is a bird that lives to be over 1,000 years, and he dies and is born again. And then there's another that speaks of this beautiful, this gorgeous bird that dances in the fire. But the legend of the phoenix inspires me to grow, to be strong, to be courageous. And I say that because when I read the story or I hear of the story, there is a part where they speak of this phoenix going into the fire, and from the fire it emerges, it rises up from the flame. And I look at that and I say that could be a bad situation. Let's say the flame is symbolic of a dark situation, you know, things are rough, but you have to rise above it. You have to overcome that, and that's strength. But at the same time, something that not a lot of people who analyze the story would say is that it could be symbolic of growth, because if you look at it closely, the phoenix spreads its wings as it leaves the flame, and that could be growth. You leave the situation bigger than you were when you entered the situation. And it can also mean maturity, because as it says, it lives to be 1,000. It's growing, it's learning, you're being mature, you know how to handle situations now. You're stronger, you're wiser, and that's what it inspires. To walk worthy of the crown, to me, would mean that you walk with a sense of self-pride. You walk with self-respect, you know your worth, and you display behavior that is worthy of being recognized. You do things to give back to the community, and you walk with poise. And you are someone who deserves that title. You don't carry yourself in any negative way or have that demeanor about you that nobody would want to reward. So to walk worthy of the crown, you have to know your worth. You have to respect yourself and believe in yourself. The first thing on my agenda after picking up my lip off of the floor from the initial shock would be to talk to the people in my community or whoever needs it, because I feel that when I entered this competition, there was a speech by Dr. Miles Monroe, and it really motivated me. And I feel that some of his words, certain people don't hear at home. And that's where it begins. If they don't have that love and attention, then they may not amount to anything. They feel worthless. And I feel that with that title, in that position, I could have a voice that they would listen to. So I can speak to them and hopefully motivate them and find their purpose in what it is that they're passionate about. There's not much that I can say I can't live without, because I'm not really materialistic. But if I had to say something, it would be water and aloe vera, because I grew up on that stuff. It's for anything and everything it cures. I think I'd make a great Miss Bahamas because I'm passionate about making a change in our country. And not just our country, the world. We need happier, healthier people, and I am here to motivate and show people that if you're in love with something, if you find something that you love, you would never have to work a day in your life and you'd be stress-free. But I just want to see a happier place. So I think I'd make a great Miss Bahamas. I have my morals, I'm grounded. I was taught to stay humble no matter what, and I accept change. I'm open to try new things. So vote for me, Adria Flowers, for the next Miss Bahamas 2012.